damn, what a hell of a view. I feel good, you look great, I like you, I can't wait. A first time, a first date, you're so fine, I'm so late. You sip wine, I drink straight, don't waste time to my place. I feel my heart erase, so catch me if I fall.
In 1 second, I was just outside our apartment in Japan. Then suddenly, I was riding my uncle's car to the airport and snap! I was talking to Bree. Funny thing was, while blasting the electric fan in our faces in full blast, we were talking about how to stay hot in Germany or Japan while feeling the Philippine heat. Next thing I knew, I was already heading down to an already prepared Brie and saying goodbye to dogs that looks forever like puppies. Oh, Diego, my love. It took us a while to hail a taxi, but with the help of Tita Roland, we started our adventure with sleepy faces and excited feet to feel the white sands of Bantayan. We arrived first at North Pass Terminal. Bree was busy communicating with Bells and Ming because my idiot self couldn't get my newly bought SIM card here registered fast enough to be of use. Enough about useless me. Bells bought moron! She didn't bought me. She bought the Philippine delicacy. Hey, am I also considered a Philippine delicacy since I can be considered a moron because of my idiotic self? Well, dreams are free. After a while, when Ming arrived using her go-to Maxim ride, we kick-started our commute together. Coincidentally, or not, Bells and Ming were played, while Brie and I were black. There clearly was some bias here. Brie and I could have magically brought played. The sitting on the V-hire was, but Ming gets motion sickness easily, and honestly, as long as there's no smelly feet, I never get motion sickness. So we had to strategically maneuver ourselves for the best move, because it's going to be a long ride. The view was pretty though. I get to see a pretty Brie, and some boring trees, buildings, and oh look, the sea! Upon arriving to Hagnaya Port, my blood was burning. There was some stupid kuya who had managed to touch my thighs 2 times. Accident or not, I planned to punch him on the face if there was a 3rd time. The picturesque view didn't quell my anger at all, but with Balas and Ming's funny wit and Bree's experience in handling me, my anger went magically away.
Yung outfit. Ay, saba. Madunggan sa vlog. Upat miya. Thank you, Ma.
This was the start of them calling me Ma. And here, look at us struggling with our seats as if there was no seats available, when in fact, we took 2 rows for ourselves and our bags. Once we were comfortable enough, we started our picture taking. Of course, us girls. I really don't understand why I find the sky and sea together so photogenic. Once we arrived in Santa Fe Port, my feet was already itching to dive into the deep ocean. But because I came from Japan in the middle of winter, it became so unbearably hot that I needed an umbrella to keep me sane. The long road to exit the port was teasing me when I look at the inviting view. You don't know how tempted I was to just dive without telling my 3 friends. I knew Bree would choke me in worry if I did, so I refrained and behaved myself. I'd rather not be murdered by a Scorpio before I could dip into this beautifully blue water. I had to choose my battles wisely that day. Thankfully, Manong was eager to drive us to our resort, as long as we paid 250 pesos in total. The motor ride was nothing eventful. Everyone was already a little tired and a lot hungry.
Thank you po. Pang aesthetic. Wow, social! Unya, una tong aircon no, kay igang biya gyud.
When we arrived at Sunrise Beach Club Resort, the first thing I did was turn on the air conditioning unit. I was already an inch close into becoming an angry bird. While Ming had to work, but she later abandoned it after being enticed to eat. They were still celebrating Sinulog that day, but we weren't really that interested to see it. I mean, we had lots of it in high school and college. So we walked a couple minutes away from our resort and ate at a restaurant called Panyang, located at MJ Square. I forgot what we ordered, but I was already itching to eat chorizo then. I remember there was chicken, ginataang something, sisig, and some octopus. Then, with bellies full, we had to buy some souvenirs so we didn't have to worry about it at the last minute. After that, Brie and I bought milk tea, and Ming and Bells had this Oreo ice cream that was delightful to look at, but was probably too sweet for me to finish. So I sipped my milk tea to distract myself from buying said ice cream. Because we were tired, we rested a while at the resort and Bells had her comedic moment.
Anak, ma'am.
This is for the liquidation for the Japanese culture. This is in pesos.
Ma'am, Nihongo de onegai shimasu. Eigo de kinai kara.
Wala, wala siya kitindi.
9.
9.
Ma'am, Eigo.
Nag-German. Nag-German.
English no.
9.
English no. English no. Nihongo okay. Japanese okay. English no.
Ni.
Yeah.
Expression
Niche.
Is spiritually 5. So, Cha has to give bridge 168.75
Napay po 75.
pesos.
Okay.
Okay.
That concludes
Uh,
our settlement.
okay, good. Thank you.
Everyone is happy.
Ma'am, objection.
When the night came, we began our search for food. We went to MJ Square again, but it had too many people. But then I already gobbled up 2 balot, so who cares if we eat or not? But we did eventually decided to eat at the nearest barbecue place in our resort. Day 1 concluded with 2 things. First, skinny dipping. Second, chica session to end the night.